Hello everyone, welcome to StarCraft 2. My name is Tiger and I'm here continuing on with Wings of Liberty. Now in the last mission we finished up the dig, where we found out where we actually dug into a place, wasted about half an hour of our time to, well, get into, say, a really ancient temple.
I have pierced the veil of the future and beheld only oblivion. Yet one spark of hope remains. You will hold her life in your hands. And though justice demands that she die for her crimes, only she can save us.
Wait a second. You're talking about Kerrigan. It's been 4 years. You show up out of nowhere.
Time is short. You must understand. The answers you seek lie within. Study it well. The fate of creation hangs in the balance.
Nice to see you too.
You know, that's probably the most creepy way you could send out any,
I've heard of these Ehan crystals before. Supposedly they allow you to relive another person's memories. For Zeratul uncovered, he was desperate for me to see it too. Well, here goes nothing.
you know, for someone to do that, to pop out of nowhere and give me some kind of crystal or whatever, that's a pretty creepy way of doing it. I'm sorry. If you guys want to read this, go ahead and pause the video. But I'm not going to read everything on that, but this just to give you guys an update of what's going on.
Making me nervous. Can you tell me any more about them?
It's interesting. The one from Zil is different than the others. However, I think all of them once constituted a single device.
You mean they make something bigger?
It would seem so. It's just a theory, but there's an attraction between the artifacts we've collected. A kind of harmonic resonance. Given the points of contiguous translinear alignment, I think they'd be drawn together like magnets under the right field adjustment.
Okay. Well, don't adjust anything just yet, Doc. I like them aligned just the way they are.
Yeah, right now that's likely the best. Let's see what
I see we have a new acquisition. Is it a Protoss device?
That's right. But I wouldn't mess with it if I were you. It's a Kadaran Ehan crystal. It's a memory storage device. Lets you experience what other people have seen or done. It can be dangerous if you don't know what you're doing.
Yet you don't fear it at all. You're a fascinating man, Jim Raynor. You know more about the Protoss and the Zerg than any of the experts I've read about.
That's he kind of experienced them, so yeah. The mysterious crystal in the lab allows you to access Zeratul's memory in the form of additional missions. Left click on the crystal to launch a Zeratul mission. I will do that in a moment, but I want to go ahead and do this first. Let's see, what is this? Refineries and automated being 25% faster. Supply depots can be built instantaneously. Honestly, I'm gonna go with micro-filtering on this. Probably a bad choice in the long run. Tell me in the comments if it is. But if not, oh well. Let's see what Horner
You ain't
say.
gonna believe this, but I just saw Zeratul on the ship.
How much did you have to drink tonight, sir?
He was here, Matt. And he was hurt. On the run from something.
Where is he now, sir?
I don't know. But he ain't on the ship anymore. He gave me an Ehon memory crystal, and he was desperate for me to study it. I guess he wants me to see what he's seen.
Yeah, let's go to the armory. Ah! Okay, again, if you don't want to read any of this, go ahead and pause the video right here. But anyway. See what's
We're rocking some serious heavy metal now that we got siege tanks.
Yes, sir. The comforting thunder of the big guns. Well, comforting when they're on our side.
Yeah, these newer tanks have better guns when they're on the move. And reinforced armor.
So long as they still got the range in siege mode, the rest is just gravy. Between siege tanks and bunkers, we can hold the line against just about anything.
Yep. Okay, already got that. What's this? Ooh. Actually, hold on. What's this? Tank so to primary charge splash damage remains the same. Glass can fire like that a lot. I don't build Hellions that much, honestly. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and spin the rest on the SCV right here. Now, if I go to the Cantina, which...
You came to the right place.
Yeah, I figured as much. Oh well.
Had any visitors lately?
I don't know what you're talking about, Tosh.
Oh, I think you do, James Rayner. Something was on this ship just now. I still smell it on you. Portos. Interesting.
Whatever you think you know, you just keep it to yourself. I hear you yapping about this, and I'll toss you out the airlock.
He's definitely a weird one, to say the least.
This is Donnie Vermillion, live from UNN. Tonight, the Zerg invasion. The battle so far. The Terran Dominion is holding firm under Zerg aggression. Our industrial complex has stepped up production on all fronts. Enlistment rates have risen within the penal system, and the Marine Corps is ready to get in the fight. The Zerg won't know what hit them.
Donnie, has there been any word on when we start pushing the aliens back?
Kate, if I revealed that, I'd be giving away vital Dominion secrets.
You think the Zerg watch our broadcast?
I know they do, Kate. I know they do.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. This is Kate Lockwell for UNN.
I'm not sure if watch is exactly the right word.
So now we've got 3 of these artifacts on my ship. When are we supposed to hand these damn things over?
They got their hands full right now. The Zerg are about to invade Tirador, where Mobius' main research center is. I don't reckon we'll hear anything from them until they relocate somewhere safe.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do the mission right here since we got all that.
The hounds of the void are closing in. I impart my memory, my very essence, into this Ehon crystal, so that you will see what I have seen, and that the future may yet have hope.
Zeratul. What the hell have you gotten yourself into?
friend Raynor. Long has it been since we stood together against the Swarm. Since then, I have wandered the void in solitude, seeking an ancient prophecy rumored to foretell the return of the Zelnaga. My sojourn led me to a remote world known as Ulan, where I discovered fragments of the prophecy. Yet I was not the first to find them. It falls to you now, old friend, to relive my memories and believe.
Sorry, there's a
Swarm came as was foretold. And the Protoss, firstborn of the gods, rose to fight them. Now, the Zelnaga that forged us all are returning. What do they come to save? Or to destroy?
I do have something to say after this whole cinematic is over with, so...
I knew you'd find your way here. Eventually.
Your very presence defiles this place, Kerrigan.
Do you hear them, Zeratul? Whispering from the stars. The galaxy will burn with their coming.
Perhaps. But you won't live to see it.
Please. Our petty conflicts mean nothing now. A storm is coming that cannot be stopped. Fitting that we should face oblivion together.
Never!
Fate cannot be changed. The end comes. And when it finds me, I shall embrace it at last.
The prophecy is uncertain. There is always hope.
Okay, I can understand. This is something that really annoys me, and yes, I know it's just a game, blah, 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 but whatever you guys can say, but, I can understand why, like, Protoss could understand, like, English, whatever, because, like, if you look in their shoulder pads, whatever, I mean, that could just, it could be more than just simply armor. I mean, they make use of these ancient crystals, or whatever they use, whatever. So,
I will fulfill my calling. And
I mean, it could be just a universal translator. Anytime they hear, it hears like a language, it deciphers it.
The prophecy was divided into fragments, each kept at separate shrines. I must gather them and depart this world quickly. In the service of ire. This chasm is vast. It is fortunate that I can phase through the shadows to the other side. We must not hesitate.
Now, I do wonder that
Honor commands.
with the
My
way
allegiance is yours.
the
In the service of ire.
Zerg evolved, did they evolve into
Ire
like
will be restored.
their brain mass evolve into some like huge thing to think about?
And
Not think about.
Ardeen,
I guess to decipher languages. I mean, they would almost have to. That'd be a whole lot of genes, though, for just one being.
my allegiance is yours. Spore crawlers can detect my presence. I should stun them with my void prism. Glory to the firstborn.
And I'm probably going to start a lot of controversy on this, but whatever. I'm talking about games, so I don't really care.
Salak. I will fulfill my calling.
But evolutionarily speaking, I would expect... Again, pause the video here if you want to read this, but whatever. I guess evolutionarily speaking, since this is the Overmind and someone created the Overmind, they could put the genetic codes for all kinds of languages. You know, that part to be extra big in the brain for genes and whatnot.
We must not hesitate. I will fulfill my calling. En Ardeen Rashagal. Glory to the firstborn.
Well, I guess they have,
I will be redeemed.
that's right, the Zerg are zionically...
That spore crawler can detect me from across the chasm. It must be destroyed. In the service of ire. Sukdash Salak. Honor commands. That overseer can see through my cloak. I'd best stun it with my void prison before crossing this chasm. En Ardeen Rashagal. Glory to the firstborn. En Ardeen Rashagal. The first fragment of the prophecy. Soon all will be made clear.
I'm just trying to figure out how the Zerg can,
Why not surrender yourself to oblivion, Zeratul? Wouldn't it be better to end your struggle now than witness the final agonizing moments of your species?
The foreboding prophecy weighs heavily on my heart. I'd best reach the remaining shrines before she reconsiders letting me live. En Arudin Rashagal. En Arudin Rashagal. So much for Kerrigan's reprieve. Calling. Honor. For Shakuras. I am the heart of darkness. Intriguing. Reckoning. You address me?
Greetings, Exalted One. We are here in the service of High Templar Karas. He is nearby.
Your presence is most welcome. Let us keep moving.
Cold is the foe. Permit us to destroy their defenses before we proceed. One with the shadows. We move unseen. It shall be as you say. Veraku. Very well. I serve for now. Very wise. Veraku. For the reckoning.
My burdens weigh heavily. Higher will be restored.
Okay, so if you remember,
my allegiance is yours. En Arudin Rashagal. We must not hesitate.
if you guys remember from Heart of the Swarm campaign, there was a spawning pool where all of the Zerg are said to have come from.
I will be.
I am the voice of the Eclipse.
But my thinking
Very
is...
well. I serve for now.
Actually, hold on. It doesn't say how old
Very
Tenet...
wise.
How long time it's existed or the age of anything is. Did it?
It shall be as you say.
I don't know. I'm just trying to like figure out the whole...
Intriguing.
I will erase.
I'm just trying to remember all of the timeline or whatever.
That patrol of brood lords must be dealt with cautiously, or we will be torn asunder.
I am the heart of darkness. Very wise. It shall be as you say. Very well. For the reckoning. We move unseen.
I will erase the demons of the past. Shozak Maknul. En Arudin Rashagal.
If you guys have like an idea of the
My
time...
allegiance is yours. Higher
okay.
will be restored.
Ah, so there's no need for me to... Hold
We
on.
must not.
You record.
Prepare for an aerial attack. Brace yourselves, my brethren.
Is the void.
You address me. Subdash.
I am the voice of the Eclipse. We are one with the shadow. I am the heart of darkness. I serve.
I will be redeemed.
State thy bidding. Very wise. It shall be as you say. Very wise. Intriguing. I serve.
Okay, so just to recap what I was trying to say earlier. We know that the Zerg came from a pool, basically.
The Queen of Blades built hatcheries here. She seeks to subvert this sacred world. I shall put an end to that plan.
We basically know that the
I will erase
the Zerg are from a pool, basically a soup pool. A lot like how evolution says humans came from, or life on Earth came from a pool. So, with that being said,
honor commands.
Since there are Naga that kind of require a perfect of form and perfect of something else, and it seems like humans are just there for the heck of it. Does that mean that the Naga, before they went into stasis or whatever, they decided to
I am the voice of the
more or less guide the evolution of things?
We move unseen.
And then went into the whole...
I will erase the demons of the past.
How many... That would almost have to make sense that they would guide, like, already have the genes made and in place, set up, say, like in the pool, or,
Higher will be restored.
Okay, let's take the Neanderthal, whatever, you know, they would guide, give, like, certain monkeys or certain relatives or whatever, those specific genes to make, you know. I hope you guys know what I'm trying to say.
Prophecy. My task is nearly complete.
They gave certain species the key genes in order to function and survive.
Your hope is an illusion, old fool.
If you can so easily read my mind, Kerrigan, you'll see that I'll never give up, so long as hope remains. Careful now. Kerrigan has set guards to bar our way. It could be a trap. We should take them out carefully, one at a time, or risk being overwhelmed. Oh.
You know, I would almost...
Harudin,
you require my skills. Very wise.
I know this will basically never happen, but what I would like to see is like a mini-series of like an explanation of how, like, the Xel'Naga set up for, say, the Zerg, or...
The banelings spew acid when they die. Stalkers, take them out from a distance. You address me? My burdens weigh heavily.
Cold is the void. We are one with the shadows.
My burdens weigh heavily. Honor commands. Sukdash Salak.
I would like to have Blizzard, you know, release some kind of story mode explaining, like, about the about the Zonaga. And don't say the end of the whole StarCraft thing explains everything.
I will be.
There are a couple of questions left, like I don't know, like a couple of minor ones.
I am the heart of darkness.
I mean, everyone was wondering what happened to Nova, and we got a little Nova pack storytelling of that. So. You can't tell me that they can't release some kind of little pack like that explaining specifically, if they set up like specifically like for certain
spine crawlers. Kill them before they can take root and attack.
Like say if the Zonaga planned for Zerg specifically. Or if it was more of a
in the service of Ire.
More of a wild card thing where they gave only certain genes
will fulfill
to certain, more or less certain
of Ire.
Species. You know what I'm trying to say?
We must not.
Kind of like an experiment. Like, almost like if you would do a, bacteria in a poultry dish. Not poultry dish. Whatever the little scientific dish is.
High Templar Karas is nearby.
Honor commands.
And I almost wonder, like, if humans were just a side project to see if it'll actually work. And if it... I don't remember if, like...
I will erase.
I'm probably repeating myself. I'm sorry, guys. I tend to ramble when I'm just going through stuff.
I will fulfill my calling.
Antaro Tassadar, Prelate Zeratul. I am High Templar Karas. My force tracked the Queen of Blades to this world, yet we know not what she seeks.
Kerrigan and I were both drawn here to uncover an ancient prophecy. With your aid, I pray we can discover it before her.
It is an honor, Great One. Lead on.
En Arudin, Rasha.
State that you require my skill.
I will erase the demons. In the service of Iron. My burden.
Zeratul, can you destroy the airborne Zerg?
I really want them just to do like each race, like a story mode of how they came to power, more or less.
Stalkers, take the high ground and support our brethren.
And I think it would be like really interesting to see if I should say how they came to power.
Zeratul has destroyed their works. Press on.
Like, was there other potential races that could have been used? Was there not?
Shozak Maknul.
Were the humans part of the race, or were the humans supposed to be in place of Protoss? If they were, yada yada.
Not hesitate.
You know, just random little stuff like that. Just a little bit of a history, lore lessons to give it more depth.
The final piece of the prophecy. It speaks of one who shall break the cycle of the gods.
Most ominous. But if the Queen of Blades seeks this prophecy, we must keep it from her.
The rest is obscured. What?
You might peel away the prophecy's layers, Zeratul, but you cannot outrun the doom that awaits us all.
We cannot prevail against so many.
I will stand against the Queen of Blades while you escape with the fragments.
I will not abandon you.
The prophecy is more important than either of us. Reveal its secrets, Zeratul. The future rests on it.
Your sacrifice will not be forgotten, brother.
In the comments below, tell me if there really is like part of the storyline that I forgot to think about.
Before the Zerg overwhelm me and the prophecy is lost. My burdens weigh.
Your allies are in battle.
We must.
Now, I shall become one with the Kala.
I must get to the Void Seeker and preserve the prophecy. I will not let my brother's sacrifice be in vain. Do my calling. En Arudim Rashakal. I cannot decipher the fragments on my own, yet I know who might interpret them. The preservers of Zakul.
Yeah.
If they cannot, I fear this entire universe will burn.
That's it. That's what I was thinking of. Spore. You know the game Spore, how it shows like different your race or whatever growing up or whatever? I want something like that for this. Crap. Oh well. I'll take care of the hatcheries later. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I will see you all in the next episode. Bye bye!